And so Josh says Cliff is a whole, he's an a-hole. I'm sorry. I didn't write that. I didn't write the word out. Because I didn't want to say it. Because if I wrote it out, I would have said it, and I'm not trying to cuss. See? Trying to get monetized on this channel. We ain't trying to be cussing up a storm a lot. Only when I'm really feel it. So anyway, Josh tells Latrice that her husband's an a-hole. And that you know, just because she said he's an a-hole, and that she just wants him out of the house because he's going to see all, see too much, which is true. He lives in there with them, so her husband's not about to buy this. So he live in his house. Whatever's on his mind, he gonna say, and even if it's against Josh, he just says whatever's on his mind. And so that's why Josh is calling him an a-hole. And Latrice don't need to put her foot down because she is a woman that is submissive, like Dr. Heavenly. Excuse me, like Dr. Heavenly is. Her husband runs her household. She respects her husband, and nothing's wrong with that. I'm not saying that. I need to take a lesson sometimes because I'm so such a Libra that I'm always on some equal stuff. I'm not saying submit, but there's just times where, sometimes I know I can get more honey. I can go get more bees with honey. So, but sometimes that's hard to do when you're in the moment. But I'm still learning. I'm always trying to make progress. That's why my song and my beginning song is progress. But anyway, so like I said, he tells her that you didn't want me. I don't. He thinks that she doesn't want him around because he's gonna be their relationship will be exposed. And so she was like, Latrice says, I still don't look happy. And he was like, nah, yes, I see makeup. I see you hiding behind stuff. I don't see you happy. And that kind of broke my heart. I was like, and so she started, she kind of like, she tears up when he says real stuff to her. And that's why he's not just a manager. She's been confiding in Josh. So it's she's in a rock and a hard place. So anyway, Josh Josh does he wants her to be happy. It's not about the marriage. He's just like, I know he knows her, so he knows that she's not happy, and that's hurtful to see your friend go through that. So Latrice and her friend Mandy go grab a drink. It must have been right after work or something. No biggie. They go grab a drink, and Cliff walks in, and the scene kind of like looks jumbly. It's like it's choppy. That's the word. It's a choppy scene, and so trying to figure out what's going on. But Cliff walks in, he's mic'd up, but we don't see his visual. So he's mic'd up, and he tells Latrice she don't wait to the last minute to tell him, that she's going to the bar. I don't know if I said this, but Cliff is, I don't even know how much her senior. He has grandkids. Latrice don't have children. Latrice is in her 30s. He has grandkids. He has to be in his 50s. Probably 51, 2, 3. Somewhere around there. 54, 57. Bring him down. I don't know. He ain't 60. Whatever he is, he's in his 50s. She's in her 30s. She don't have any kids, and he's a grandfather. So let me get back. So Latrice is at the bar. They're having a drink. Cliff is mic'd up, and he's like, don't be waiting the last minute to tell me that you're going to go into the bar. Latrice is like, so embarrassed, and so am I. I'm very embarrassed for you. Cliff says she didn't tell him she was going to the bar. She's like, he was like, you ain't finna go come out here with Hold on, let me make sure I say this right. You ain't finna come out here without this, his, without his effing permission. Then he was like, this is, then he was mad because production didn't want to stop stop the scene. He was like, stop the scene, stop taping, ooh, and they like, whatever, I'll pull the camera away. But he's still mic'd up. So his gripe was that he thinks that not only that she snuck away, but that she was trying to keep him out of a scene. She's trying to tell him, husband, they were doing a scene with the friends, me, Mandy, and Josh is coming. Because Josh had came in, so it was Mandy, and I think Josh was on his way in. He was coming in. We hadn't seen him yet, but he must have been on his way in, and it triggered Cliff, because you know how they cut up stuff. So it must have triggered Cliff, right? And so when he's outside, he drags his wife, y'all. He, walk her outside and was like, you think you gonna be doing, like you gonna be filming without me or whatever. Because Cliff is accusing Latrice of going behind his back, filming at the bar. He told Latrice, keep being low like this. Now this, I don't know if he was talking about her or if he was talking about Josh, but he's mic'd up. He's mic'd up still. And so he says, he's like, he told Latrice, keep being low like the snake you are. That's some snake-ish. He was like, be somebody talking about. No, he said, be somebody talking about. I'm going to snap Josh that MF. I'm going to check Josh right now. If that N-word, he got one MF, and you better check your MF friend. If they say something about me, if they can't respect me, then GD, they don't need to be with you. He wants film. He don't want to film no more. Cliff says he runs his household, period. And that's how they ended the first one, right? I was like, but they're still outside, so it's like a to be continued. Child. I was like, dang, this was explosive. We started the season off like this. I'm a little nervous. I was like, okay. Because there's a lot to unpack right there, There's a lot to unpack. The fact that, are you insecure of her friends? Are you insecure of her job? What are you insecure of, Cliff? Cliff, talk to me. Sir. Good sir. What are you insecure about? Specifically, are you insecure that she's not wanting to have your kid? Is that what it is? Because I don't get it. You're not gonna make me get it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna never get it because it don't make no sense. And so that is the introduction, ladies and gentlemen, to the ladies on season 3. That is how we started. I am going to grab my other notes so we can get into Belle Collective season 3, episode 2. So just do what the video say, and I'll be right back, okay? Y'all, I really cannot find my notes. I really don't know where they are. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do my part two right now because I know I took my notes. That's the thing. I know I took the notes. So give me one hot second. I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Ugh. That is so weird to me because um found my notes. I found my notes. Okay. Just give me a second as I get them together the way I had them earlier. So yeah, y'all tell me in the comments how y'all think. How do y'all like the show so far? Not my show, the TV show. Because I know for a fact I enjoyed it. They came out strong like they usually do. This ain't no different. I don't see any difference in, any other season. Like I said, this is season 3, and I don't see any difference and why they wouldn't come out strong and give it to us, like Glenn wanted, raw. Okay, so yeah, y'all, we are about to get into season 3, episode 2. Okay, and this one is called that, y'all. Okay, this is my child calling. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see. Okay. Anywho, I am definitely going to be able to go through this season. I mean, not the season, this episode 2, because it was, it was pretty good. It was pretty good for me. I like like I said, I enjoy this. I enjoy the show. Um, she's like, I'm sorry. I just let her know I was recording. Let me have you hit the like button one more time. I need to go do one other thing. Give me 1 second, okay, you guys. Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. Thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're about to get this season 2 real quick so we can get this done in a 2-hour span. 1 and 2. Let's get it. Like I said, episode 2 is called Falling Off a Cliff. Hence, it has to be about none other than Latrice's husband, Cliff. How we ended it ended off to be continued why they were in the parking lot, because he walked her all the way outside to tell her all this stuff while he was mic'd up, and he was even kind of cussing out production. So seems as if Cliff let Latrice continue with filming with her friends, because we clearly see Josh and Mandy and Latrice. They're sitting down talking, And so Josh comes in and he sees Cliff, didn't know. He like, he says hello because he's like, hey, hey Cliff. And I don't think Cliff gave him any energy, but so Josh comes in, he sees Cliff, didn't know he wasn't filming. Josh does speaks to Cliff. Cliff says he need not to talk to him. I mean, he needs to be talking to Latrice. He mad at that. Like I said, he's mad at production. On what I think, he's mad at production. He's mad at production because Latrice is. I mean, that production wanted them to film with the friends. It was a friend filming. That tongue twister. It was a film. A friend filming. It wasn't like they didn't need the husband there. No disrespect to Cliff, but he took it that way. So Latrice tells Josh that Cliff is mad. Cliff is mad at him. Mandy basically tells Latrice until she put her foot down, Cliff will continue to pop up on her like her dad. And that's true. Him popping up there, him causing a scene, she filming. What's she doing wrong? You're showing your controlling side. You're showing that you're a narcissist. It's all about you and your needs and what makes you happy. That's crazy. So anyway, moving on. So Gucci and JJ have the girls come over. So Gucci's daughter's name is D. Remember I told y'all I had her name just later. So Gucci daughter D and the baby Ari come over and Star. So see, I said Sky the first time. I'm sorry, is Star that's pregnant? Not Sky. I'm so sorry. I don't remember now. I might be getting it mixed up. However, I feel like it's Star because I just feel like it's brand new. So maybe it was the wrong one. So anyway, Ari and Star with her bun in her oven. We find out that JJ found out that Star was married and pregnant through social media. And that that hurt his feelings. I mean, as it should. Who wants to find out that their kid is getting married and having a baby and he didn't even ask the daddy, you know how it go. Not the fairy tale, but like, there's sometimes there's an order. There's an order to be done in. So D and Star are starting to bond over their motherhood. And so we find out that JJ thinks that his ex Selena, which is Star and Sky's mother, we know Selena from Off the Dance Show, like I just told y'all, DD for life, DDLs for life. Oh, I can't think of the name of the show, but however, Selena knew about Star getting married, so he is feeling salty. He's like, I know their mother probably knew. I know Selena knew. He also says that Selena is jealous of his wife. So Gucci, over my shoulder. Honey, news to me. Okay? I tell you why. Because so Gucci and him have such a cool relationship that I wouldn't even think that Selena would even give a F, because I just don't think she would. But okay. So yeah, he says Selena's jealous of his wife, so Gucci, because he was always good to Selena. That's what he said. He said, I was always good to Selena. So yeah, she always gonna miss me. She always gonna pretty much be in love with me because I was good to her. Period. Point blank. Period. And that's how it went. And if you don't like it, too bad. That's how I see it. That's how it went in his mind. Now I'm sure Selena probably will not give us that same. I don't think she's going to give us the same thing. I think that their stories would be totally opposite. I do. I think their stories would be totally opposite. We would never get the same truths. So anyway, JJ wished Star husband should have asked him, for the hand of marriage. Like I told y'all, he felt robbed in walking her down the aisle. but he is happy to be getting a grandson because he has all daughters, even his bonus daughter. Even his bonus daughter had a granddaughter. So he's like, finally, he get a grandson. And so it's cute because he's over there, uh, okay, I'm gonna go in order. So Gucci says that Selena tried to turn the girls against her, saying that so Gucci is talking about their mom. So Gucci says she ain't said nothing about their mom. She said she ain't said nothing. I ain't said anything. I ain't said nothing. And so she says she will be going to Star's baby shower with JJ, and wanted wanted the baby. Oh, okay. So that they're gonna go to the baby shower. So that to me is a conflict of interest. If you know that this lady has one, like you said, has been trying to turn her daughters against you, and then you're going to the baby shower, that could be triggering. Just saying. I know some things. We'll share later, but I know some things. And so JJ has a kiki with his daughter because, as you know, his name is James, and so he's like, I want my grandson's name to be Samaje, which is James spelled backwards. And so Star is like, no, he's gonna be a junior, and so what they gonna call the baby? What they gonna call JJ? And he's like, I'm Papa J. I'm Papa J. I was like, okay, Papa J. Cute, but okay, whatever. So anyway, Tambra is hosting. It's the next day or whatever. Tambra is hosting an tailgate event at the Jackson State homecoming game. So Gucci comes out and supports, and we see that Tambra is with light skinned guy. They're calling him Quasi, and so under the tag that says his name, it says radio station manager. So everybody in their mind keep trying to say that she might be dating this guy. Could be not sure. However, so Gucci, she asked about the other girls because she walks up to Tambra, and she's like, "Yeah, where's the other girls at?" And Tambra's like, "Oh, I haven't seen anybody. I have not seen anyone or whatever." And so Gucci asked, like I said, she asked about the girls, and Letitia. They show Letitia in a confessional, and she's like, "I wasn't invited to the event," which is this lady. Letitia's like, I wasn't even, I wasn't invited to the event. So, I don't, I wasn't invited. Everybody else was invited. I wasn't. So I guess that's why I didn't go. And so Latrice is like, I wasn't invited either. And she in her confession, I was invited. I wasn't invited either, but I don't care. So I'm like, okay, we know you don't care, Latrice. And then Marie says no one wanted to attend Tambra's event because Tambra keeps lying. Akeisha said she didn't have no plans, and she still wouldn't go. I ain't got no plans, but girl, I ain't going. I don't need it. Y'all know that song by Jamie Foxx? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Y'all better get y'all bar. Y'all better get y'all bar that Jamie Foxx. Anywho, it'll be a little drinky poo poo. So next scene. So the girls, I didn't write my notes, I don't think, but here's the thing. They go back and because Tambra's like, I invited all the girls. No, she says that she thought that So Gucci would have told the girls. That's what it was. Tambra said, I thought so Gucci would have told the girls. But they go back, production go back and show that Tambra says, yeah, I invited all the girls. I invited all the girls. So did you invite all the girls, or did you think that Gucci over my shoulder was going to tell the girls? It's very confusing. Very, very confusing. Anywho, anywho, we switch reels. Cliff and JJ chop it up about their wives' affairs. How Latrice went with another realtor instead of Gucci. Glenn comes through. JJ got some reindeer jerky. I said reindeer. Did I say reindeer jerky? Why is Christmas on my brain in June? I don't know. But he got some deer jerky. He ain't got no reindeer jerky. He got some deer jerky, which I would need him not tell me he got me some deer jerky. Just tell me, here, you want some beef jerky? And I would have just rolled with it. You can't be telling me it's deer jerky and I'm eating it. Like, just, no, bruh. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I can't do it. Some things I can't know that I'm eating it. I got to eat it and then know after the fact. Like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm 50 years old and I still, that's some of the weird things that have to happen. So anyway, Glenn comes through. They eat the deer jerky. The producers asked Cliff why he didn't discuss what happened in the at the bar with his wife, and Cliff says he didn't want to because it was a private conversation. I gotta speak. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Thank you, because I know y'all said bless you. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to take these braids out. I'm so sorry. I'm itching. I'm scratching them. Itchy, scratchy. I'm so sorry. It's not cool. Anyway, producers asked Cliff why he didn't discuss that. He said because it was a private conversation and the producers was eavesdropping. True tea. You're on a reality show. You're mic'd up. It's not eavesdropping. It's I'm doing my damn job. That's what it is, and that's what I'm sticking to. So anyway, then they asked Glenn if there's any progress in his marriage. He said no. She is looking for a condo. JJ asked Cliff. No, they was like, dang, she looking for a condo. I mean, it sounds like it's over. And so anyway, JJ asked Cliff if he was coming to the baby shower Selena's throwing. They have a kiki about it because last season we find out that Selena, JJ's baby mama, the twins' baby mother, she allegedly had some sort of fling with JJ, the queen goddess Latrice's husband, way before they was husband and wife, right? So the kiki was, so you coming to the, are you coming to the baby shower? Selena's throwing. They have a kiki about it. Cliff meeting so new tea. Okay. Find out that that Selena met Cliff 2 weeks after being married to JJ. And JJ was taken aback. He was like, damn, right? And you could just tell that was a gut punch. Oh, that was listen here, sir. The kind of gut punch that was, I felt that from way over here in California. That was a gut punch. I was like, ooh, snap. So anyway, JJ, I guess it wasn't even, it wasn't a joke, or it was told to JJ if he saw a tree service truck in front of his house, then pretty much that was the booty call that his wife had. And the tree service belonged to JJ. Catch that, T. So, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a lot going on. A lot going on. So Cliff said he wasn't, and here's a gotcha on that. Cliff gonna say, and I wouldn't cut no trees. I don't got no pearls, but I'm gonna clutch this Rolex chain. I'm gonna clutch this and put it, make it like a choke or something. Cause kill me now, kill me. Stab me, just stab me. Okay, so I put in my notes. This is why JJ don't trust Latrice, because he has slept with somebody's wife before. And so his insecurity comes from that. And that's why he got such a tight range and don't trust her. And I need to know everywhere you go. I need to, because he stepped out, and or he was a single man, or however it was, but he was sleeping with somebody else's wife, who was JJ's wife. And they sitting there. Not that, I mean, it was bygones and bygones, and what can you do about it now? But the point is, this ain't no, like, I'm not over it, and it ain't fun. It's not funny. Like, I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, we're not about to have no jokes. This ain't jokey time. This ain't showtime at the Apollo. Like, that's how. So anyway, Latrice and Josh are having a powwow. She felt like she needed to tell Josh what or how Cliff feels about Josh, right? She felt that she needed to tell him about his, about how that go, about how Josh makes Cliff feel. So Josh is feeling insecure about everything at this point. He knows how Cliff feels about him. He called him out his name. That's why I said earlier. Remember, I said I didn't know if he was talking to his wife. He called it a B word. That was the ending of the last the episode 1. He was like B woo woo wop and in the N word, and he was he was going off. So, like I said, Josh must have walked in. He overheard their conversation because name slipped my mind that quick. Cliff was going off. Remember, off the cliff. Cliff. Cliff is off the cliff. So anyway, so Cliff feels, they both know how they feel about each other, but Josh overheard Cliff talking about him. So now he's insecure about his workplace. Is his job secure? Is where he's staying secure? There's a lot going on, right? And so like I said, he don't know if he has a place to live, if he can keep his job or what. So of course, Latrice is apologetic. She over there, I'm sorry, that Zaddy, she didn't call him that, but I'm calling him that Zaddy is over there, being, yeah, you're right, he is an asshole. He is. And she's tearing up, and because she agrees with Josh, but at the same time, she is also a submissive wife. So she doesn't go against her husband, and she don't care who it is. She's not going against him, but she's trying to let her friend know that I'm not going against you, but I do have something, that I see something, So anyway, I already told you guys that Latrice agrees with him, but she just don't know what to do. So Latrice tears up, and so did Josh when it came down to it. Latrice being Latrice being in Josh's corner. She's in Josh's corner, but she's in a rock and a hard place. She assures him he has nothing to worry about, but she doesn't want things between Josh and her husband to go left. So Latrice doesn't like being put in the middle, and being put in the middle of their debacle of right. Nobody does. Nobody wants that, and so what she says, but so because it's so she tells Josh her so what is going on. She's telling Josh in confidence her problems. Josh knows her problems, and then he in turn sees how she's being treated by her husband. So now he sees both sides because he's been living with them on top of it. So he's conflicted. He don't want to tell her to leave her husband, but from the outside looking in, he cares about her. He doesn't want that to happen to her. So he's it's I don't know. It's just she doesn't want his opinion, but she does. So Josh basically tells her like, yeah, I gotta be out of your marital issues. Like, you can't come tell me nothing else about that because I don't want to be put in the middle. I don't want to talk about it. And so now I'm wondering who she gonna talk to. So anyway, and they both teared up about that. Like, that they know that she's not gonna be able to come to Josh to tell him her intimate secrets that she's probably been telling him. So Gucci is having her boot camp. And I'm all for a boot camp because that's why I told y'all we all about health is wealth. So she invited all the ladies. Tambra showed up. She had a hangover, headache, hangover, whatever. Tambra, I see you. You was tailgating. I know what happens at tailgate. They show what happened at tailgate. Alcohol. Oh yeah, did I say there was alcohol there? Oh yeah, there was alcohol there. So yeah, so Tambra says, she showed up for So Gucci because So Gucci showed up for her at her tailgating party when everybody else did not. So she whether with the headache, the hangover, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are drinking and you feel like you drink a lot, you eat a lot, please take an aspirin or something, aspirin, but Tylenol, aspirin, whatever you can take. Take that before you go to sleep. You won't have a hangover, or a headache, or none of that. So anyway, so Tambra shows up with the headache and all, and she's on time and supportive, and so Gucci is here for it. She thought that was sweet, and we're all happy that she did that. At least I am, because it take a lot to go out and go train or try and train some people that say they ready to go work out and they don't. It's like, what are you doing? Like, don't waste my time, even though you're not, because I'm gonna get my workout on regardless. Period. Ooh. So anyway, Letitia thought they were doing yoga. Latrice, so she comes, Letitia come in there with her whole yoga outfit on, a yoga mat and a yoga this and a yoga that, Yogi Bear. Stop it, okay? And I'm not calling Yogi Bear because I like you, but I'm just saying it just is flowing with my yogi stuff. Sorry. No disrespect. I'm dead serious. It was flowing with my yogi. Yogi. Hey boo boo, that yogi. I was Anywho. So Latrice and Josh make it. Latrice and Josh make it to the spot too, because they had already started boot camp. They're already in there. They're probably like maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes in. Here come Latrice and Josh, and they make it. And so Gucci, because she still got pent up feelings about Latrice closing with another realtor, she makes a big deal about Latrice being late. Latrice is, smiling and just was like, but I'm here though. and you know, she was making a mockery and trying to make a moment and trying to come for her neck, and it was not landing because nobody really gave a. They didn't. I'm sorry. I don't want to disappoint you, but they didn't care. So anyway, 5 or 10 minutes later, remember it's a boot camp. It's a 30-minute boot camp. I meant to tell you that 30 minutes. So they're doing 30 intervals of whatever for 30 minutes. So if they're doing 30 sit-ups, if they're doing 30 push-ups, if they're doing 30 jumping jacks, whatever it was, is intervals of 30, and they're doing it for 30 minutes. That's the boot camp. So Marie showed. So Latrice is late. I feel like Letitia was late, maybe 5 minutes. Then I feel like Latrice came in late. So Letitia came in late, maybe 5 minutes. Or maybe she didn't. Maybe she was on time or hadn't started yet. Then Latrice comes in 5 or 10 minutes late. And then Marie comes in 10 minutes, 5 minutes later, and then the boot camp is done in 5 minutes. So Marie shows up in her black one piece. Excuse me. In the latest in all, right? Like what y'all don't know, but I don't know if you guys know. Latrice, I'm sorry, Marie has had her. She has got a nice body makeover. I don't know what to call it. I'm just gonna call it that. And no disrespect. I'm just saying. So she looking good. She got her little one piece cat suit on. Okay, and they have 5 minutes until class is over, and so Gucci didn't give Marie a hard time at all. Like total opposite of what she did to Latrice. Latrice was late, but got there before this one. She praising her like, "Hey Marie, you looking good, girl," and all this other stuff. And Latrice is like, "That's odd, because she came in later than me, and you put me on blast, and all of a sudden y'all chummy." But she digressed, and so Gucci decided not to ask Latrice why she chose the other realtor, because now boot camp is over. They finished boot camp, and so so Gucci over my shoulder says, I'm not gonna ask. I ain't about to do that right now. I'll pick another day to talk about it. Tambra said to Marie, "You didn't show up to my event. You didn't come to my tailgate yesterday, and you show up to everything, girl. You show up to everything, and everything that I throw, everything." And so Marie wanted to tell Tambra she thinks she's moving foul, but Latrice walked up, and Marie didn't want to discuss anything in front of Latrice. Why, Marie? What's the problem? If you have a problem, go ahead and tell what the problem is. It was so like, oh my God, get over it. I'm over it. So I'm sorry. I lost my chain of thought and where I was at. So yeah, like I told you, Latrice walked up. So Marie didn't want to discuss anything. So Letitia tells Tambra she wasn't in. Oh yeah, okay. So Tambra asked Letitia why you didn't come to my event, and Letitia's like, "Well, you didn't invite me. You told everybody else, and especially you even told Marie." And so, because Marie has pent up feelings that she hasn't told Tambra yet. So what happened was, she was like, "But she said, but didn't so Gucci tell?" She said, "But she." I'm sorry. Tambra said she assumed that so Gucci was going to tell everybody, but she told so Gucci that she invited all other girls. Shady production. You know how shady production do. They show you better than they can tell you. So so with that being said, um I'm sorry, I dropped my note, and I wasn't done with that note, but let me see if I can see what I put. Yeah, so she did tell that she told everybody that she thought that So Gucci had invited her. The teacher's like, yeah, I didn't get invited, so that's why I didn't come. So that was the end of that. So now it starts baby shower day. So Gucci and JJ show up. JJ is excited because, like we already said, it's his grandson, his first grandson. He's excited to finally have a boy in the family. And so Latrice and Cliff show up. Selena and Latrice, um, I'm sorry, yes, Latrice and Cliff show up. Selena and Latrice been friends since the beginning of Lengths. Goddess Lengths um, started out in her trunk of her car. She would go to what is that? She would go to a mall, stripper mall, and they would come and buy hair out of her trunk. And so she kept increasing until they show her with, I'm talking about, a line wrapped around, and then she would do like pop-up shops, and they would be a line around the corner and all this stuff. So Selena had been with her since the beginning of Goddess Link. Um, and Tambra shows up. Well, and that they, her and the twins have been buying hair for her for years. And so then Tambra shows up, and we find out that her and Selena are friends as well. So Gucci is still feeling a way about Latrice, so she didn't speak to her when she said hi to Tambra. So Gucci and Latrice excused themselves to go have a conversation. I don't know what my words. I'm sorry. What they say? What it says? They excuse themselves to go have a conversation. So Latrice is in the confessional and says she brought So Gucci into the group. I was like, oh, oh. Okay. And so she's like, yeah, I brought So Gucci in the group. I made her. She made her, girl. I was like, well, this ain't gonna go over well at the reunion, y'all. This ain't gonna go where over the reunion. This ain't gonna be a good look. So Gucci said Latrice stabbed her in the back, and she is going to tell her what's on her mind, and she ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. And that's how season 6 episode, did I say 6? Season 3, I'm sorry. I'm getting my shows mixed up. Season 3, episode 2. Oh man, what is it called? Something about Cliff. Over the cliff. I don't know. But whatever it was, honey, did y'all get me on what was going on, honey? Who knew all this was going to be going on in the 1 2? 1 2. It was the 1 and the 2 episode. So yeah, I got it done. I will be reviewing the show because I enjoy it. They came out swinging, and I'm always here for a good a swing and a dragorization. You know what I mean? I'm always down for it. I am. So yeah, I need you guys to make sure that you like the video. If you like, sharing is caring. So you can share the video as well. If you know somebody that is watching the show and they, want to hear some discussion, or because I will be going live, I'm just behind. So I didn't do this one live. I'll probably do episode 3 live. Sometime this week, I might have to let it marinate just to see if I get some hits so that I know to make it live. If not, then I might just premiere it like I did this one. And yeah, I really enjoyed the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show too. Like, comment down below since this is on a premiere, it's not a live, so you can't, do a live we can do a live discussion when we premiere. So I might watch it with you guys. That would be kind of cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed um, my review. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. I am California Cutie. My Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. If you feel so inclined to bless me with the Cash App, cool. I would like you to like it, my video that is equivalent to the same thing. It's a nice blessing as well. So please like the video. And yeah, y'all, I'm going to get up off this piece. I did this in less than 2 hours, the one and the two. So I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And y'all already know I really love y'all. But more than y'all, I love it. That ain't it. That's not who I love. I love making progress, but that's not who I love. I really love. I love haters. I love